How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome. It's so glad to be back here. I'm good. I was gonna have to beat up anybody that booed, but forget it. Hi. My name's Gabriel, and I am a people person. I'm a people person. It's always sounded weird to me, like saying I'm a dog or a cat or a dinosaur. Like interacting with members of your own species is some sort of accomplishment. It feels cheap. It feels cheap, like saying like hiking is part of an active lifestyle when you're basically just walking through the woods sometimes and you don't want to sound or feel lazy. But I am an extrovert. I've always loved meeting people and making connections, and I do understand introverts. You know the saying, the type of people that keep a gun in their nightstand, so in case an intruder does break in the middle of the night, they'll have the opportunity to shoot themselves before being forced to meet another person. I love introverts. I spend most of my life around them. They have tender, juicy souls, curated in isolation and grown beautiful and independent. And in the past, I used to make a habit of grabbing them, cracking them open, and drinking their secrets. But these days, I respect the quiet power in a silent room. I understand and appreciate the amount of effort it takes to put a lot more thought into your words and actions than I normally do. And for them, it seems like it comes down to a gag reflex where their bodies shut down if they start to buckle under the weight of too many other people. It's a natural self-defense that I sometimes wish that I was born with, but I wasn't, I tend to bury myself in other people. I cover my body in their stories and wear them as my skin. It's not intentional, but it feels right. I dive deep into my friends and lovers and meet them at their core. And when their eyes light up and they feel understood, I feel it in them. I feel the most alive, basking in this bliss, vampiric empathy, sucking strong, but it is double-edged. After a while, you start to feel more at home in someone else's skin than your own. And in every major relationship I've had, I tend to spin this to the extreme, diving deeper and deeper into someone, just one person, to become one organism and drown together. But when it ends, I surface, naked and alone, gasping for air, gulping down salty lungfuls of who I've let myself become. My soul awakens from a coma, raspy and bedsore, shrunken and starving, malnourished after years of being fed someone else's desires. I'm doing my best this time to keep my heart above water. But, it's not that simple, right? It's not that easy. Nobody plans on slowly watching themselves become someone else for somebody else. And it's more like cancer. It's like hair loss, like a lobster in a pot. It's a slow, gradual boil. For me, at least, it started like this. I'd say, I've got some friends that are getting together tonight. I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm really excited to meet up with them in Westport. And you'd say, have a great time. But you mean, I'll be here alone, waiting for you to return, plugged into Facebook for hours on Facebook, on the couch and feeling lonely. And I'd say, well, why don't you just come with me? And you'd say, nah, I'm okay. But you mean, I'm not. See, I'm lonely but nervous. Being around anyone but you makes me feel naked and ashamed and dumb and worthless. But I'll just wait here, wishing people fed me like they fed you. And I say, it's not a big deal. I'll just see them next time. And you'd say, and what I meant was, sorry. I'd say, it's not a big deal. I'll just see them next time. And you'd say, and I meant, I wrote this yesterday. I meant, I guess I'll just stay here with you and we can be lonely together. And after a while, I stopped bringing it up. I start lying to myself, saying this is the only healthy choice that I can make because you do make my heart sing. And love equals sacrifice, right? Love equals compromise. But you can't move your body to get out of bed, much less meet me halfway. So I'll just crawl into bed with you. And we become one person. I'll become your eyes so you don't have to see. I'll call a doctor to make your appointments. I'll go grocery shopping alone and pick out your outfits. I'll clean out the gutters and make dinner and make a home out of this house. And you don't want to talk to a therapist. You don't want to change your diet. You don't want to exercise. You don't want to touch me, but you don't want anyone else to touch me. You just want me here, alone, with you.
Oh, shit.
And I love you. So I guess I'll do it, right? And all the while I'm thinking, we've got our whole lives to figure this out. It's going to get better. We can work on this. It's going to get better. It didn't.
Been there.
I never stood up for myself. For 4 years, I watched my friendships wither and rot. I traded my writer's soul for 3 hours of silent Netflix a night. I trimmed and pruned my heart until it fit inside of yours. If our love were wet laundry, then you tumbled on high every night. I would wake up in the morning, get dressed too tight, stomach bare, look at myself in the mirror and say, maybe I'm just getting too big. I should make myself smaller.
Oh shit!
And when you finally cut it out at the root, when you pulled the trigger, when the real you woke up from her slumber and fell in love with my fucking best friend, it was cold ice down my spine. It was like attending the funeral of someone that I had murdered, who was being left behind after the rapture. It was white hot panic and fear in my skin like I'd never felt before. But the truth is, I feel more alive today than I ever felt with you.
Oh shit!
I don't feel small anymore.
Oh
And my
shit!
friends grew back immediately, sprung to life with a Miracle-Gro mixture of empathy and pity, and as much as this experience has made it hard to trust other people, I know now that we started lying to ourselves years before you started lying to me.
Oh shit!
So I guess all I mean to say is, I hope he doesn't cheat on you. I hope he doesn't end up being the broken, shallow promise of the man that I knew my whole life. I hope you two can grow and change for yourselves. And not for each other. I think we both learned at least that much. Thank you.